Y'all better put your nasal strips on and start smelling that recruiting season because it's on D-Way, ladies and gentlemen. 5-star tackle Jordan Seaton, 4-star cornerback Cam McKell, 4-star wide receiver LaMason Waller. All top targets right now for Colorado and Coach Prime. Obviously, Jordan Seaton just had his official visit at Colorado, which was absolutely massive. So Waller was there as well. But let's start with Cam McKell, cornerback out of Georgia. They just landed his teammate, Amontre Bradford. And I said this about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago when they landed Bradford. I said, look, this is a two-part step here, two-part project. Get Bradford, get a spy into the school, and let's go close in on this 4-star cornerback out of Georgia. That would be number 2 out of Georgia, ripping him away from not just the state of Georgia, but the College of Georgia. Massive pickup for the 2024 class. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the early signing day is December 20th. We are just weeks away from the big day. So these kids are really starting to hone in on it, and whoever is getting that last little bug in their ear is where they're going to be leaning for most importantly. Now, although Georgia still leads the way, here's what McKell had to say about Colorado. Man, I loved it. The fans were telling me that last year it was barely any people at the game, and now the stadium was packed out. They were very happy about Colorado's new winning era. It made me happy to see that. They have really changed the program around. I think we can all agree on that. And then next we have, again, LaMason Waller, who was crystal ball for Colorado just about a week ago as well. He had some awesome things to say as well about Colorado and about his excitement. I like LaMason Waller to come. You can see what the offense is able to do. I think they're going to have a pretty good ease with pulling in wide receivers, especially with Deion Sanders at the helm for at least this year. And, of course, going into next year, they should definitely land some guys. And, obviously, what they're having their 2025 quarterback locked and loaded already. We should expect to see some big-time wide receivers coming through. But listen to what LaMason had to say. Everyone knows I like Colorado a lot. It's a top program for me right now. The ceiling is so high under Coach Prime. You can see it when you watch them play. They are just a few players away from being great. And that they are, again, today, Coach Prime talked about it on the show. Dan Patrick, Dan said, look, I think you're about 7-8 players away. And Coach Prime even said, he goes, I couldn't agree more. That's how close we are. It's closer than it appears. It's closer than the record shows. Just a few guys. And the question is, are you going to be that guy? That's kind of what's going out to the recruits. He also said since Brett Bartolone got the job at Colorado, they have been up there. He offered me when he was at Jackson State. He liked me early, and we have never looked back. Coach Brett wants me, and he has shown me that. That is one of the reasons I like Colorado so much. The connection is strong, and how he's recruited me means a lot to me. So, big-time stuff there. I still like LaMason to commit. I thought he was going to commit this past week. Maybe taking the L was maybe the reason to hold off to keep the momentum for the back half of this closing recruiting cycle. And then last but not least, Jordan Seaton. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a big one. He has been very thorough in his recruiting process. He's been very open about his recruiting process and what he's looking to do, what he's hoping to accomplish. He has very straight, business conversations. How are you going to utilize me? How can you help me? How can you develop me to get me to the next level? Who is going to get that done? As of now, out of the 4 schools in the top 4, Ohio State leads the way, then Bama, then Florida. Colorado's coming at the bottom. I'm not going to just go ahead and shy that away just yet because we know Coach Prime likes to do at the end there. Now, usually it's with cornerbacks. That doesn't mean he can't pull himself a big-time offensive tackle here at the end. But he did say, and this is a good point, he goes, I don't know if I want to be a part of a school that's building. I don't know if I want to be that guy that puts a school on the map or the guy that helps a school be sustainable. Look at his list. Two schools that are in the rebuilding process in Florida and Colorado, and 2 schools that are sustaining for the rest of time, Ohio State and Alabama. And those are the 2 that lead the way right now. So it appears that is going to be his focus, right? Is going to probably go for a school that is to help sustain that championship level and caliber of team. There is one note. Something important to note is he did bring his family to Colorado, the first official trip that he brought his family with. Why is that? That part we don't know. In an official visit, it reminds you, again, the school pays for everything. You're like, oh, he just wanted to get his family a free trip. He's been on multiple official visits, has not brought the entire family, but this time he did. He says, where I live is a big deal, my daily life. He is really taking this process very seriously, and you have to respect that in a recruit. And he even said, look, Coach Prime spoke to me one last time before I left because they talked to me repeatedly about how much impact I'm going to be, basically that I'll start right away. And he even said, look, sometimes starting right away isn't always the best thing, and he's 100% right. So some guys might want that, and some may not, and that's going to be okay. But basically, he said Coach Prime left it with short and sweet. We need you. Come on. And he said, look, I love that Coach Prime is real, and that's always going to be a factor. But if it just doesn't work out in that relationship, the fact that, hey, I don't want to be that guy, I don't want to take on that risk or that responsibility of building a program, then, it is what it is. I wouldn't take that necessarily as an L. It's just you're not in that position yet to land a big time recruit. But Ohio State may not land a 4 or 5 star because that kid wants to be part of a program that is building. So we'll see how this shakes up, how it closes out. I don't think anybody has a true feeling on this recruit here, Jordan Seaton, which I'm always a fan of when recruits are keep things close to the chest and no one knows where they're going. That feels like this is the case for Jordan Seaton. Even though they have their predictions, they're very close. So we're going to be watching this down to the wire. He expects to sign at the early signing period, so stay tuned for him around the December 20th. Cam McHale is looking to make his announcement on Thanksgiving. We'll be doing a watch party for that, so be sure you guys tune in for that, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe. Peace.